Okay. I'm trying to make the sofa look nice. Stop. Stop, pup. Leave. Leave. Ow! Get a puppy, they said. It would be fun, they said. No. Oh, I've just stepped in pee, for goodness sake. Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. You're joined today with me, Emma, and my new handsome pug, Archie. Arch, you on YouTube? You gonna say hi? He's trying to eat the pillow. He's a bit occupied right now. But this is my new puppy, our new puppy. Ow! That actually hurt. Oh my God. Arch, Oh, he got me in like a really awkward place. So this is Archie. So I thought I would make this video to explain to you guys how we came about getting Archie. We've had him for 2 weeks now, so I thought you might like to know what our first 2 weeks with him has been like, and then moving forwards what life will look like with 3 handsome pugs in the household. I have shut Oscar and Henry away in my bedroom today. They've got a chew, so they're happy. I'll explain why in a minute. But anyway, let's get into the story of Archie. So I was on a photo shoot one day. For those of you who don't know, I'm an interior photographer. So I was just shooting the most beautiful dining room in my own little bubble, and I got a call from Matt. I answered the call and his words were, "Code beige." So I'm like, eh? And again, he says, "Code beige." So I'm like, okay, what are you on about? He said, "Check your Facebook Messenger. I've sent you a link." So I hung up, checked the link, and he had sent me a post from Isle of Wight Pugs, which is a group on Facebook. We live on the Isle of Wight. We're pug owners, so obviously we're members of Isle of Wight Pugs. And the post was a picture of Archie, who was Elvis at the time. And his owners said that they were looking to rehome him. He was 6 months old at the time, and basically he was just too much for them. So I started messaging the guy, asking all the questions under the sun about Elvis, Archie, and told him about Oscar and Henry, sent him some pictures. And we arranged for them to come round one evening for the boys to meet each other, and just check that they actually got on. Because at the end of the day, if the dogs don't like each other, we're not going ahead with it, because that's not fair. So they came round one evening. Oscar and Archie, well, no, to start with, actually, Archie was quite shy, and he was almost like scared of Oscar and Henry. He'd like go up to them and then he'd back away. And I don't think he'd spent that much time around other dogs, so they were obviously a bit scary to him. But they were here for about an hour, and by the end of it, Oscar and Archie were just running around like lunatics. We tipped all of the toys on the floor, and he was sort of getting more comfortable playing with the toys, and he was giving us attention too. So it looked very promising. So we arranged for the following week for Archie to come round for a sleepover. Again, just to test it out. The previous owners were quite keen to make sure that he went to the right family. And obviously we were also keen to make sure that he was the right fit for us and for the boys. And being on the island, it's just one of those luxuries that you can do a little trial run. So yeah, he came round for a sleepover. They got on really well. He's very energetic because he is a puppy, but he slept really well, which I was really pleased with, because having a puppy is hard enough, but if you have a puppy that doesn't sleep, like, that is stressful. So yeah, he slept really well that first night. Oscar and Archie had a lot of fun. Henry was sort of in his own little bubble, but that's just Henry, to be honest. We got to see him on his first walk, both on and off lead, which was very sweet, and he seemed to have a lovely time with the boys. You can tell he's definitely a walker, like he will be an active dog. Why do you want to jump on me? Oh, I'm just trying to relax. Oh, my goodness. You're really cute right now. So yeah, the sleepover went really well, and basically I was sending the previous owner pup dates, and he was really happy with sort of how Archie was getting on in our family. The sleepover turned into like a few nights sleepover, and then we were away for the weekend, so he went back to the previous owners for the weekend, and then we agreed that come the Monday or the Sunday evening he would be our dog, and we sort of did all of the relevant transfers and whatnot. Looking after Archie for this few days before we actually committed was lovely. Oscar clearly was obsessed from day one, but we did find that as the days went on, Henry also warmed to him. So Henry got involved with a play fight, which was really nice because Henry isn't the most sociable dog. He'll play with Oscar, but he's not like a big player in general. So it was really cute to see them playing together. It was also lovely to show him more of our favourite walks.
Cheeky boy.
And as the week went on, he even had a little snooze on me. And he became the third member of our pug family. So yeah, we did pay for him. We paid £350. They bought him for £700 up on the mainland somewhere. So we were quite happy with that. I think that's a fair price. Bit of a bargain, weren't you? You were cheaper than Oscar, not cheaper than Henry. Henry was an RSPCA rescue, so he was like £175, and I think we bought Oscar for £675. So yeah, that's the story of how we got Archie. The first thing I did was called the vets that he was registered with. The previous owner also called the vets and gave me permission to, speak about Archie. So I rang them and did just asked them if he had any health issues, and they said no. They also confirmed that his vaccinations were up to date, which is good. The previous owner did also give me like the vaccination card and the microchip number. So we got the vets switched over to my name. I've since taken him to my vets, as in the vets that Oscar and Henry are registered with, and got him registered there instead. Just, it's nice to have them all under one roof. So I also got him signed up for the Healthy Pet Club, which I've also done for Oscar and Henry. So we pay, I think it's like £19 a month, but you get your flea and worm treatment. You get an annual health check. You also get, I think you get like free nail clipping, and then you get something like 20% off treatments moving forwards. So I rate the Healthy Pet Club, to be fair. It's sort of one less thing to think about. And then I've also been given the logins for his microchip. So I've changed all of those details over so that if he did go missing, he would be registered to us, which is good. In terms of other admin, I'm yet to insure him actually, but I will do that. That's actually on my list for today. I would always insure dogs, to be honest. I know not everyone does, but I just think it's peace of mind. If they ever got cancer or broke a leg or anything like that, it just sort of takes the stress out of it. I'm watching you. So yeah, I will get him insured. Oscar and Henry are both insured with the Insurance Emporium, and they've both got quite comprehensive cover. I'm paranoid about you peeing, mister. Yeah, they've both got quite comprehensive cover, so I'll do the same for him. And probably will go with Insurance Emporium, just again for ease. What are you doing, pup? What are you doing? So yeah, in terms of admin, there wasn't really that much else to do. The previous owner gave me all of his stuff. They asked if I wanted like his bed, his blankets, his toys. I said yes, purely because they all smell like him, so I thought it would help him to settle in. He still sleeps in a crate, which I'm quite grateful for, to be honest, because he is a lot, and especially with Oscar and Henry, it's just peace of mind that I can put him in the crate and know that he's happy and Oscar and Henry are happy. So yeah, we got all of his toys, we got his bowls. When he came to us, he was on Royal Canine Puppy. I have slowly been swapping him over to Naturo. What are you doing up there? Yeah, I've been slowly swapping him to Naturo. He's still on puppy food because obviously he's still a puppy. But I have been sort of trialling him with a few different treats and a few little nuggets of human food. And he seems quite sort of strong. You know, some dogs are quite sensitive to different food. He doesn't seem to have any issues there. He hasn't, you know, had any toilet issues or any sickness, anything like that. So I think he's quite hardy. He is an absolute pig. He loves his dinner, like more so than Oscar and Henry. And to be honest, I didn't think that was possible. But yeah, he's a big piglet, which I like because piglets are easier to train. So on the training front, he came to us knowing wee-wees and sits. And he is pretty good at those two things, to be fair. He is a puppy, so his attention span isn't great. But yeah, he does know sit and he knows wee-wee. We have since introduced toilet, just because, well, mostly for Matt, I guess. Sometimes it's a bit awkward shouting wee-wees, so he knows wee-wees and toilet. I've also been trying to get him to wait. So Oscar and Henry are quite good at waiting, as in when I give them their dinner, I'll get them to sit, I'll put the bowls down and I'll say wait. Granted, sometimes you have to say it a few times, like wait. And then they can have their food. At first, Archie was terrible. The second I got him to sit, he would like jump back up and be screaming for his food. He is getting better. He is waiting a little bit more. But yeah, he's a puppy. It's all new to him. He's doing well. And then the other command I've been working on is come, so that when we're on a walk, I can shout and he'll come back. Archie, come! Boys, come! Good boys. Oh, Oscar's not such a good boy. To be honest, he's picked that up really quickly. But I think it's because Oscar and Henry are quite good at it. And so he just follows the pack. I don't... no. Ow, no. Ow, you've literally got my hair. Arch. You've got a toy. Go with your toy. Yeah, I don't trust him to come back if there's like a horse or a dog or anything. So I'm only letting him off the lead when I can see far enough ahead to know that there's definitely nothing there. But yeah, no, so far so good. He seems really good on walks. Ow, you can't just dig me. I'm not for digging. There's nothing under here. It's just me. It's just me. You're going to ruin my jumper. Excuse me. No. Oh, he's so cheeky. No, stop. Stop. No. Leave. He doesn't know leave yet. Leave. 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 Hey! You're so cute. Why'd you get away with stuff? No. Good boy. Thanks. Thanks for that. Luckily, this jumper was from a charity shop. Literally, I have noticed since having Archie, the house stinks. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because we're not used to his smell yet. I mean, it doesn't smell bad. It just smells like dog. I don't know if it's because we're not used to his smell, even though he smells amazing. Like, he smells fresh. But yeah, the house does stink. But I don't know if it's because we're not used to his smell or because he's a puppy and he is peeing on stuff, to be fair. I mean, I do pick it up pretty quickly. Like, I do clean. Like, if he pees on anything, I'll stick it straight in the wash. But, yeah, the house stinks. And also, the house is getting so dirty. Like, every day, the house is disgusting. And just, like, fur. There's fur everywhere. I don't really know why, because he's no different to the others, but I don't know if it's because he's young and he's like running around, so his fur's just like everywhere. But yeah, the house is a state, stinks, and we have to put blankets on everything because he pees on everything. We bought this lovely white boucle sofa at the beginning of the year, which was always a risk with dogs, but with Oscar and Henry it wasn't a massive deal because they don't pee. Archie definitely does pee. So the sofa is like permanently covered. So yeah, the house is not looking its best right now, so excuse the mess. And I also don't look my best because you just can't wear anything nice because he literally digs at it. So yeah, first 2 weeks has been chaotic, hasn't it, Arch? Stay with me. Archie. What's this? What's this? Come get me. Like to see where you are. Good boy. One thing I have noticed, Archie is a very different dog when he's on his own versus when he's with Oscar and Henry. So I have taken him, to the salon, I've taken him to see my nan in her care home. I took him on the ferry, I had to drop a car back. He was an actual angel on the ferry. He was literally like this the whole time. It was actually melting my heart. And then after we got off the ferry, we got on a bus. And again, he was good as gold. He just looked out the window. He was just so chill. And when he's on his own, particularly out and about, he is so shy. You can hear Oscar and Henry. He's so shy and he's so like calm and well behaved. Literally at my nan's care home, he just sat on my lap, good as gold. Like, he didn't even seem like a puppy. He was just so good. And my nan was like, oh, he's a lovely dog. He's so easy, isn't he? And I'm like, well, I mean, he is a lovely dog, but he's not easy. He's definitely a character when he's at home, particularly when he's with the boys. He's a nutter. So yeah, he's very different when he's with them versus when he's without them. But I think it's because he hasn't been used to having other dogs around. So when the boys are here, it's just like the excitement levels are through the roof.
Yeah.
His first hump!
This is his new favourite thing. Not sure why, but it keeps him entertained. That is disgusting. And one thing we've noticed over the last couple of days in particular is that he has got a bit of an obsession for Henry. He loves to hump him. Henry doesn't like being humped at all. Henry is very like, he likes his own space. He's an independent dog. So Henry will just be sort of sitting down, minding his own business, and Archie will jump on for a hump. Henry will tell him off in his own way. Archie won't listen. Henry will tell him again. Henry gets madder and madder, and it almost spurs Archie on more and more. Like, the more angry Henry gets, the more up for it Archie is. So we've sort of let this play out while we've been around, just to see if Archie will learn from the other dogs, as in when he's told off, if he'll stop. But our conclusion is that he won't stop, which it was a little bit concerning because you don't want him going up to another dog on a walk. I mean, obviously, we'll keep him on a lead. We won't let him get at other dogs at the moment. But if he ever did get off, or if another dog did surprise us, you don't want him going up to them and trying to hump them, because you don't know what the other dog's like. And if it's a big dog and he or she actually goes for Archie, that could end up badly for everyone. So yeah, his reactions to other dogs aren't great. So what we've done, we've actually booked him in next week for a castration. I spoke to the vet about it, and she said that for small dogs, you're fine to get castrated between 6 months and a year. So he's 7 months now. So he's fine to be castrated. And she actually recommended that we do get him castrated sooner so that the humping doesn't become a habit. So what we're doing between now and then, we're keeping Archie and Henry separate as much as possible, which I don't want to do, but honestly, Archie is like a dog on heat around Henry.
Just absolutely desperate to get at Henry. Poor hens.
I'm not being dramatic, like even on a walk, I can't let Archie off on a walk if Henry's there because he would just be mounting him the whole way. Honestly, this is Archie on a walk. You will not leave him alone. Go on, Hen, go in front, go in front. And it's not fair for Henry. It's not teaching Archie good habits. So we're trying to just keep them separate at the moment to avoid the situation. And then we'll get him castrated. It takes around a month for the hormone to leave his body. So what we'll do is probably reintroduce Henry slowly. And then hopefully Henry can learn that his brother is neutral, not a pain. Hopefully he learns to love him in time. And Archie will learn not to hump, hopefully. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But it's funny because he humps Oscar, and I think because Oscar's quite dominant as well, Oscar will hump him back, and it's a game and it's fun. But the problem is with Henry, it's not fun for Henry. He's not very dominant at all. He's not the sharpest tool either. So I have put Archie on a lead in the house on occasions when Henry's been around, and Henry just stands within the lead distance and then gets humped, and I'm like, Henry, just move away. So yeah, we've put you in for a castration, haven't we? So my short-term plan on it is to keep them all busy with things like Kongs, licky mats. We've got a snuffle toy, basically just anything that makes their brains work but keeps them entertained, out of mischief, and not annoying me or each other. So they really love anything food related. So the Kongs go down really well. I've been filling them with peanut butter. Dental sticks also buy me a bit of time, keep them occupied. The snuffle mat I just fill with like either kibble or just tiny little puppy treats. And he normally just runs around with it, and then they both catch the treats that fall out of it. Henry doesn't get too involved with that. And we have noticed that if we're keeping them busy enough in the day, they do snuggle up for a short period in the evenings, which is nice because I want them to get used to just being together, just relaxing and not running around like crazy pugs. But yeah, on the whole, Archie is just the nicest dog. You can tell he's like a really good base, and I'm looking forward to hopefully training him well, and I think that we'll have a really lovely dog for the next 12, 15 years, hopefully. He also doesn't have a lot of the habits that Oscar and Henry have. So in the car, Oscar and Henry are a bit of a nightmare. They're so noisy in the car. Anyone that's been in the car with us will say it too. They are a nightmare in the car. Whereas Archie is silent in the car. Like, it's so refreshing. So I'm trying to navigate that one at the moment so that Archie doesn't pick up on Oscar and Henry's habits. So I haven't been taking them in the car that much. And I do want to speak to a trainer about it, just to make sure I'm doing it right so that he doesn't pick up on them. Hang on, I'm just going to put him out. I do not trust you right now. Arch, should we go to the toilet? Come on then, let's go, wee-wees. Good boy, Arch. Good boy. That was really good. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, he did his wee-wees outside like a good boy. Didn't you? Hey? Lovely boy. No, don't go for my hair again. You silly boy. Why don't we play with your toy? You can't eat your tail. Good boy. Love you. So the other things that he does that Oscar and Henry don't do, as in bad habits that he hasn't yet picked up on, he doesn't bark at animals on the telly, which, to be honest, I do want to do some training on Oscar and Henry to get them out of that, because I did do it once. I actually did get them out of that habit, and it was quite easy to do. But then I just let it slip back in. So I'd like to do some training around that. He's also not that barky at the moment, Archie, just in general. Like, he will bark a little bit when the door rings, but he's not like a barky dog. Whereas with Henry, and if you've watched my last video that I made on Henry and his separation anxiety / brattiness, Henry is a real barker. I love Henry to death, but he does have issues. Go back and watch that video, but long story short, we adopted Henry when he was 4 years old, and it was 3 days before lockdown. So Henry does have a lot of issues, and we have tried over the years to get them resolved. We've seen multiple trainers, but they're quite ingrained. So I'm very conscious that I don't want Archie picking up on Henry's bad habits. Arch, please don't eat the tripod. Don't eat that. Come here. What's this? What's this? Yeah, good boy. Yeah, I really don't want Archie to pick up on Henry's barking, because Henry really does bark a lot. So yeah, it's all work in progress. I am going to book him into puppy training moving forwards. And I'm tempted to get a trainer in to deal with all three of them. I don't know if that's a thing. But the problem is Henry is worse when other people are in the house. So I'm not too sure how that will go down. But yeah, there will definitely be some training on the cards. I'm not sure exactly what that will look like. I have been doing my own sort of mini training sessions with Archie. Just sort of like 20 minutes a day, getting him to sit, wait. I'm trying to teach him paw. Yeah, just trying to train him a little bit. Okay. And yeah, I'll definitely pay for some professional training of some sort. Other than that, moving forwards, we've obviously got the castration booked in, which I'm hoping will help with the hormones and the peeing. Obviously, there's training around those things anyway. It's not like a magic fix, but I'm hoping it will help. And then moving forwards, I guess just much of the same, to be honest. Just, well, obviously reintroducing him to Henry, and just teaching him the way of the world, I suppose. So we don't have any staycations planned, and I don't intend to book anything with all three of them until I'm confident that Archie won't wee or like destroy the place in any way, shape or form, because that's obviously not fair. A lot of places also don't allow you to stay somewhere if your dog's less than a year old, which I completely get. So yeah, we're not going to be doing any travelling anytime soon. So I think it's just a case of getting him settled at home, going out on nice dog walks, enjoying the winter as much as we can, because I'm a real summer girl. And then we've got Christmas coming up soon, I guess. So yeah, I'm hoping to get him out of some of his habits before Christmas, because we'll go to different family members' houses. And yeah, as much as possible, I'd like it to be chill. Whereas at the moment, if I take him to anyone's house, I leave him on a lead the whole time. And I'm constantly watching him. So it would be nice by Christmas if I could relax a little bit. But he is young, it will take time. And the benefit of having a puppy is that if you obviously get through this difficult phase at the beginning, in theory, you can mould them into like your ideal dog. So that's what we're working towards, isn't it, Mr. Archie boy? Hey? Don't eat my hair again. Arch, please don't wee on that. No, don't wee on my footstool. I'd appreciate if you didn't sniff that, because I know what you're thinking. Come here. don't think you guys saw that, but he literally just cocked his leg on the footstool, which is why I need blankets on everything, because when we first got him, this wasn't covered with a blanket, and this is my new footstool and I'm quite protective over it, and he peed all down the side of it, like you could see it was yellow.
So Archie has just peed on my new footstool. Had a blanket and everything, but he found the one spot that wasn't covered by the blanket. Thanks, Archie. Luckily we took out the cleaning pack with our footstool, and now he's got my sponge. No. Archie.
Right, puppy pants. Got a new toy to occupy you with. This is the Highland cow. This is one of Oscar's faves. I just lose my train of thought all the time. I'm quite scatty anyway, but with Archie around, I'm like extra scatty because I'm constantly like watching him and forgetting my train of thought, forgetting what I'm doing. Oh, another thing that I love about Archie is he is so gentle with treats, like so gentle. Oscar and Henry are really snatchy. They're actually like the snatchiest dogs I've ever come across. We can give like a big dog a treat and they take it so gently, whereas Henry in particular would just have your fingers off. Oscar's not so bad, but Henry's very snatchy. I don't know where that's come from. I don't know if we've done that to them. But yeah, Archie's very gentle. So I'm now in training mode with Oscar and Henry to try and get them to be more gentle so that Archie doesn't pick up on their roughness. So yeah. It's just one big training exercise, our life, isn't it? Hey, ow. Oh, the other thing to update you guys, oh my God, there's so much to talk about and I just keep forgetting. The other thing, I don't think he's a pure pug, which I'm not bothered about at all because his breathing is excellent, which is what I look for in a pug. And when we were speaking to the original owner, he referred to Archie as a traditional pug. Which is really funny because I always talk about Oscar as a Victorian pug. And if you look back, like years ago, back in the Victorian times, pugs look more like Archie and Oscar. They've got longer legs, they've got more of a nose, and they're a lot healthier, to be honest. So I always call Oscar a Victorian pug. So when I found out that Archie is like a traditional pug, I was like, oh, they can be Victorian pugs together. Which sounds lame, but you know, I thought it was cute. But yeah, I'm going to get Archie DNA tested because I don't think he's a pure pug, which I'm completely happy with. But I just love to know as much as possible as I can about my dogs. So I'd love to know like where he came from, what he's made up of. So we've got to get him DNA tested, don't we? And if you haven't already, we did get Oscar and Henry both DNA tested. So I will pop both of those videos. I'll pop it up on the screen somewhere now, and I'll also pop them down in the description. So go and check those out because it's really interesting. I won't tell you the results now. You're going to have to watch the video. But yeah, I will get Archie done at some point. But yeah, he's a very healthy dog. The other thing about Archie, so he's 7 months old now, and he is massive. Like, he doesn't look like a puppy, he looks fully grown. So when I took him to the vets, she said that he is 8 kilos, which is the same as Henry. Oscar's 7-ish. So he's 8 kilos, he's got a full mouth of adult teeth, he hasn't got puppy teeth anymore. But to be honest, I just can't imagine how he's going to grow because he just looks like a normal pug. I don't think he'll get longer because he is already long. Maybe he'll fill out, but to be honest, he doesn't look like he needs to fill out. He looks fully grown. And yeah, he's just really tall. So I'm hoping he won't grow too much more. I don't think he will. But yeah, he's very healthy looking. He's got a lot of potential to be like a really healthy, athletic pug. And to be honest, that's something that I'm quite passionate about. We get quite a lot of compliments actually on walks about Oscar and Henry because they do go against the pug stereotype. like Oscar and Henry can walk for miles, like miles and miles. They've both got good waists, their breathing is good, and just, some pugs are like the polar opposite of that, and I think people that aren't into pugs imagine all pugs being like overweight and they can't breathe and all this stuff. So I'm quite passionate about like making the boys as healthy as they can possibly be, because at the end of the day I don't want a dog that struggles to breathe. Like, that's not fun. So yeah, we're going to get you nice and fit and healthy, aren't we, Arch? At the moment Archie's only allowed to walk for like 40 minutes, which is fine, but with time we'll obviously ramp that up, and I think he'll be into it. He seems to enjoy a walk. He's not like a lazy dog. I mean, he's a puppy. What puppies are lazy? But yeah, I think he'll be quite up for long walks, and we'll keep you nice and healthy, won't we, Arch? If anyone's got any tips for me for training a pup, I would love to hear. And I'll of course keep you guys updated on his training and progress. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel for more puppy content, and just bear in mind that the next couple of videos might not feature Archie because they were filmed a few weeks ago. And let me know if there's anything you guys want to see, any specific Archie content, or just anything involving all three dogs moving forwards. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Say bye, Arch. Say bye. Say bye to the vlog. Love you. Bye. Bah. Why are you so cute?